Are you considering buying one of these Baerskin hoodies? Well, today I'm going to test the brag on their website that says if you wear one of these, your backpack is out of business. Stay tuned and I'll explain the scenario. When I go surf fishing, I've got all my gear in a backpack like this. And obviously that's going to drag on the shoulder as you walk. I typically walk about a quarter mile to get to the top secret spot that I'll show you later, where I've had some pretty good luck catching some fish close to the beach. So today, I'm gonna take Baerskin at their promise, and I'm gonna load this hoodie up with everything I would take with me, and we'll see if it's comfortable. Let me show you what I take. This thing has 12 pockets, and what I wanna do is put the heavy stuff at the bottom, light stuff that I wanna get at a lot up at the top. So obviously, my pompano rigs can go in the left hand, the left hand sleeve here. I like the fact that you can put these Velcro patches on here. And I also like the fact that you're drawing down on the zipper instead of drawing up, because this way things aren't going to spill out. In the right hand sleeve, the other thing I get at a lot is my bait. So I'll put the fish bites in there. Then in these front two bottom pockets, I'll go ahead and put this heavy bait container that has my casting jigs and the weights. Fits in there just perfectly. Now I just have to deal with all my accessories. The next thing is I've got my emergency rain gear here. I think I'll put that down here in the bottom. I'll put my cell phone in this top pocket where it'll be secure and easy to reach. And notice that there are still some more pockets here that you could fill up. But I think I'm good to go. There are zipper pockets as well as compartments like this where I put the rain suit in the back. Now let's deal with my tools. I've got 4 tools here, but I wear the knife on my belt and I clip this to one of my belt loops so they don't go into the hoodie, but my fish grips and the pliers do. So I think I'll put them here in the front because I'll need to get access to these fairly quickly. Forgot about my snacks. Let's put those up here in the front. And it just occurred to me that instead of clipping this to my belt loop, given that it's cold, I can just clip it to one of these poles right here and have good access to it. I will wear this on my belt though. Now it's just the heavy stuff. I got my water and my gloves. And those I'm going to put in the back. The back has a zipper, 2 zipper pockets back here. So I'll stick the gloves in there and my water bottle. Okay, that's it. Well, I've got it on, and I think one adjustment I'll make is I'll take my emergency rain suit and I'm going to put that in the back because it's kind of bulky here in the front. So I'll go ahead and do that. I still like having my casting jigs right here. And another thing I like about this is that it's got one of these double zippers here where if you get hot, you can zip it from the bottom and the top to let some of the air out. So I actually think this is going to be okay. And if it's really cold, I can pop the hoodie up and the zipper goes all the way up. It's got pulls to seal off the wind. And I like the fact that the sleeves aren't Velcro. They're this rubber thing that you attach to a hook and loop, and that's going to be much more durable. So anyway, how do you carry the rod tube? It's pretty simple. You just want to be able to carry one thing. So if I grab my rod right here and my rod tube is up here in the front, it's just one thing to hold instead of having to negotiate with 2 things right here. Well, this may be more comfortable for you. You'll have to make up your mind. Well, let's get out there in the surf. Like I said, it's a quarter-mile hike, and we'll see if I feel like this is as comfortable when I get to my spot as it really feels right now. I'm down here to do the actual test of how comfortable this Baerskin hoodie is on a decent hike. Now, you're not going to wear this on the Appalachian Trail for a couple days, but what I want to confirm is that it's good for a day hike. And I'm down here at Fort Fisher. I've got a 20-mile-an-hour wind blowing. It's really not that cold, but the key thing I want to assess is whether this hoodie protects me from the wind. Now, in addition to the windsulation fleece, I've got 3 ways I can do that. I can hitch down the hood, I can close down the sleeves, or I can work the bottom to close off down there. So I've got 3 different ways to keep the wind out. But the key thing I want to find out today is, am I comfortable wearing this instead of a backpack with all my surf fishing gear here? And you can see I've got the back filled up with my water bottle, that rain jacket, and everything else. Well, I will show you what my top secret spot is, so stay tuned for that. Let me put my cell phone in the pocket and let's get going. Well, here I am. I'm at the top secret spot. Let me pan over so you can see what it looks like and you can identify it when you come here. There you go, pretty easy to find, but just in case, I'll put a link to this spot in the description below. Well, it was a little bit of a hike to get out here, but I'm happy to say that this is very comfortable. Even with the weight in the back and in the front, where my fishing weights are, it was well and evenly distributed, and I felt like I could walk for quite a distance wearing this. Now, the wind's blowing about 22 right here, and as I feel on the inside of the Baerskin, I do not feel any of the effects of the wind. So I think the windsulation is working just fine. Now, I got a little bit overheated on the walk up here, so I can undo the top and the bottom to let some of this heat escape while I get ready to go fishing. Now, it's not really a good day to fish. The water's kind of rough. I don't think there's going to be anything here. And normally I just turn around and go back. But I'm here. I'm going to throw a line in and see what happens. Got my rigs. Got my bait. Let's get set up. Don't really have to throw it all the way up to those waves. There's a trench right here in front, maybe about 10 yards offshore. That'll do her. Now it's just a matter of waiting to see if I get a hit. The wind's getting in on my neck. Glad I can zip this all the way up. That's a lot better. The wind has died off a little bit, 19.5, but it's still gusting to 29. So this is a good test of the windsulation on this Baerskin hoodie. Well, end of a good test. This actually got pretty hot as I walked back. I had it all closed up. Now, the 2 key things I wanted to assess on this particular video were, can this double as a backpack for a day trip? And the answer to that is an unqualified yes. I did decide after this first experience to move some of my gear around, and now I'm even more comfortable. On the other thing was the wind resistance of the windsulation material. And I started to feel a little bit of encroachment when the wind got above like 20 miles an hour. Below that, I'm toasty and warm. In fact, on the walk back in, I kept everything closed up, and I'm actually hot now, even though the wind's blowing pretty strong. So the bottom line there is, you probably shouldn't be out walking around and hiking when the wind's blowing that strong anyway. But based on my assessment, I would give this Baerskin Hoodie 3.0 a very good 2 thumbs up. It does what it says it does. I don't need to bring a backpack to carry my surf fishing stuff. Have you had experience with this particular garment? If so, throw it down below. Thanks.